building the payment system at Wint was very interesting, I would say. There was one instance where we sold 15 crore worth of assets offered by the Wint platform in just 45 minutes. And what was followed by that was like euphoria of the team members, but also a bunch of customer complaints regarding discrepancies with respect to payments. So building a payment system for Wint was a little tricky in the sense that what used to happen was that assets on the Wint platform were only available for a few days, if not hours. And then for that was because of the huge demand. And then like for a couple of weeks, there would be no offering onto the on the platform, which the customers could essentially buy. So what used to happen was we used to have a bunch of payment requests suddenly in a few hours or right after launch or just in a day or two. And then there were no payments initially for followed by in the next 2 weeks. So because of the demand, we had to ensure that customers who were paying in these particular 1 or 2 days, their payments do not fail, because if their money gets stuck or if they face any other issues, there is a high possibility that they would not be able to, buy the assets onto the platform, and they'll get pissed and they would not return, right? So after making a few rookie mistakes initially, what we started to do was basically over communicate. And that was that we gave customers an option to showcase their interest in an upcoming asset. And for all those potential customers, we used to take out their KYC details. And suppose if we already know that some bank for particular payment method, like SBI for net banking, is not available, or we will most likely face issues like from our past experiences for some particular payment option, we used to tell them upfront that there is a possibility that you might face issue with this particular payment method. You can either add a new bank account or try this payment method, so that at the end of the day they do not get frustrated. That is what we started to do. Then even during the flow, during the KYC process, when they were entering their bank account details, and when they were choosing the amount that they would want to invest, we would communicate during their onboarding flow itself that if we wanted them to add an alternate bank account, or we would just tell them that if some particular payment option was not available. We started incorporating these things in the flow. And later on, to solve for this particular problem, which was problems which were not in our hand and only the payment aggregators would know the solutions to at the end of the day, to kind of mitigate that risk, what we did was we built a functionality onto the platform where users could essentially load some money onto the platform, give it to us first, and that money will be utilized later for transaction in a particular offering. And that turned out to be that worked out pretty well. So these are all the things that we did and we learned while building payment systems at Wint.